Iraqi Dinar today latest news, and we begin our deep analysis with a comparison that has captivated the global financial community for years. We are diving into a side-by-side examination of two distinct developing world currencies, the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong. These two monetary units, while operating in vastly different regions and economic contexts, frequently find themselves discussed in the same breath, often due to their shared history of conflict, significant recovery efforts, and the long-term national ambitions driving their respective nations. Understanding their current state requires moving beyond superficial interest and delving into the underlying economic narratives that truly determine their value and international standing. The story of a currency is always a reflection of its nation's journey, and in this instance we are exploring two profoundly complex tales. The dinar is steeped in a history marked by dramatic shifts, from its introduction to replace the Indian rupee during the British Mandate era, to the profound economic isolation and upheaval that followed pivotal regional conflicts. These events have left an indelible mark on its trajectory, transforming its identity from a stable unit of exchange into a compelling symbol of future potential, heavily dependent on the eventual political and economic stability of the nation. The conversation around the dinar is consistently fueled by the question of what if a sustained period of peace and broad economic reform takes hold. Conversely, the Vietnamese Dong carries a narrative of steady, structural transformation. Its modern history begins with the struggle for independence and the eventual unification of the country, which was initially followed by immense economic challenges, high inflation, and limited participation in global trade under a centrally controlled system. The national currency's value plummeted during those early years, a direct mirror of the nation's difficulty in establishing a new economic foothold after decades of devastating warfare. However, this struggle would eventually give way to a strategic pivot that set Vietnam on a remarkably different path. The turning point for the Dong arrived in the late 1980s with the comprehensive IMI reforms, an ambitious program designed to transition the economy from a closed, centrally planned model to a socialist-oriented market economy. This was not a sudden fix, but a carefully implemented series of steps that gradually opened the nation to international markets, encouraged private enterprise, and welcomed foreign investment. The measured, deliberate nature of these reforms allowed the economy to strengthen and integrate, ultimately forging a reputation for Vietnam as a country committed to predictable and continuous growth. This transformation means that today, while the numerical value of the Vietnamese Dong may appear modest when compared to major Western currencies, that figure is deceptive. It masks a success story built on integration and becoming a key global manufacturing and exporting hub. The Dong serves as the functional currency for an increasingly dynamic and diversified economy, acting as a stable tool of trade rather than an instrument for high-stakes financial speculation. This stands in stark contrast to the dinar, whose appeal often lies in the possibility of a dramatic, future-focused revaluation tied to the success of massive, ongoing national rebuilding efforts. To appreciate the dinar's current behavior, one must look at Iraq's economic foundation, which reveals an extreme reliance on a single commodity. Oil generates more than 90% of the government's revenue, creating a fiscal structure that is inherently volatile and exposed. When global oil prices are strong, the nation enjoys significant liquidity. When prices decline, the entire financial system feels the stress immediately. This dramatic swing makes a consistent, long-term monetary policy extremely challenging for the central bank, as the currency's stability becomes tightly linked to the price per barrel of crude oil. Despite its current challenges, Iraq's immense natural resource wealth gives it an undeniable potential. However, successfully transitioning from a primarily oil-based economy to a diversified one encompassing sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, technology, and tourism, demands years of sustained political stability, large-scale infrastructural investment, and consistent policy execution. Analysts acknowledge the potential for a financial system transformation, but they emphasize that progress must be incremental and steady. The long-term strength of the dinar, therefore, remains dependent on the government's ability to successfully execute this economic diversification plan. Vietnam's economic foundation presents a fundamentally different and more resilient structure. It is not dependent on a singular export, having successfully built a wide-ranging industrial base that includes textile production, electronic assembly, agricultural output, and a rapidly expanding service sector. This diversity acts as an economic shock absorber, allowing the nation to handle global economic changes more smoothly. If one sector experiences a slowdown, others continue to support jobs and maintain economic momentum, creating a natural safety net that stabilizes the currency. The sustained inflow of foreign direct investment (FDI) into Vietnam has been a critical element of its ascent. Global corporations have established massive manufacturing operations in the country, drawn by favorable government policies, competitive labor costs, and continuously improving infrastructure. This influx of international capital has expanded the nation's participation in global supply chains, strengthening the long-term support for the Dong. The world views Vietnam as a reliable and increasingly capable production partner, and this consistency forms a cycle of growth. Investment leads to production, which drives exports, and exports ultimately bolster currency stability. The mechanics of trading these two currencies further highlight their divergent paths. The Iraqi dinar operates in a tightly controlled environment with very limited international circulation on major global foreign exchange Forex markets. Trading the dinar typically occurs through specialized, restricted channels, rather than the high-liquidity exchanges where the world's major currencies are traded. This low liquidity means the dinar's market value is heavily influenced by the Central Bank of Iraq's policy decisions and internal political developments, making real-time global market valuation a complex task. In contrast, the Vietnamese Dong is a much more active participant in international exchange, a direct consequence of the country's massive involvement in global trade. Vietnam employs a managed float exchange rate policy, where the currency is allowed to fluctuate, but the central bank actively intervenes when necessary to ensure stability, particularly for its critical export industries. This hands-on approach is designed to prevent sudden, extreme currency movements, giving international businesses the confidence to predict their trading costs reasonably well, thereby encouraging continuous trade flow and long-term business commitments. The dinar continues to draw intense attention from speculators around the world who are focused on the prospect of a significant future strengthening or revaluation. This high-risk interest is intrinsically tied to the dramatic historical events Iraq has endured and the perceived potential embedded in its vast resource base and ongoing reconstruction. The belief is that a breakthrough in political stability and structural reforms could lead to a dramatic shift in the currency's value. However, the complex reality remains that the dinar's path forward is dependent on successfully navigating deep-seated political divisions and implementing major economic reforms that are still in progress. The Vietnamese Dong, on the other hand, does not attract the same lottery-style speculation. Its reputation is built on the predictable, slow, and continuous improvement of the national economy, a story of compounding growth in wages, production capacity, and export volume. The narrative surrounding the Dong is not about a sudden windfall, but about the reward for structured, sustained national effort. Its value reacts to clear, common market forces driven by global supply and demand, making it a predictable asset for corporate treasurers and international businesses, though less exciting for pure speculators. Global perception plays an enormous role in determining a currency's standing. When global investors assess Iraq, they see a nation still grappling with political risk, significant infrastructure deficits, and the massive undertaking of economic rebuilding. This perception imposes a risk premium on the Iraqi economy, which naturally limits the international demand for holding the dinar for conventional trade purposes. External sentiment can shift rapidly in response to a single event or policy change within the country, highlighting the inherent volatility of its international reputation. Vietnam, in sharp contrast, has cultivated a reputation as a vital global manufacturing center. The world perceives it as a reliable high-volume production base integrated into major international supply chains. This perception, buttressed by numerous trade agreements and the consistent confidence shown by global companies, provides the Dong with a stable and continually improving international standing. When a major technology company moves its production facility to Vietnam, it essentially casts a vote of confidence in the future stability and economic trajectory of the nation and its currency. Government strategy is another key differentiator in this comparison. Iraq's central bank operates with a primary mission of defending the currency's stability amidst unpredictable domestic and global fluctuations. Policies are heavily focused on maintaining a controlled exchange rate against the US dollar and using large foreign currency reserves as a shield to protect the dinar during difficult times. This strategy is one of necessity, a conservative defense mechanism aimed at preserving the purchasing power for a population heavily reliant on imports. Vietnam's government, however, employs a strategy that is more focused on balancing growth with security, specifically designed to maintain the country's trade competitiveness. Given Vietnam's extensive involvement in global exports, the central bank's policies ensure the dong remains an attractive currency for foreign buyers while managing its fluctuations to protect long-term progress. One nation is executing a defensive strategy amid rebuilding and uncertainty, while the other is balancing the dynamics of a fast-growing, diversified export economy. Both strategies are direct responses to their unique national realities. Looking at the two currencies side by side reveals that while they share surface-level similarities, such as being developing nation currencies that have endured past inflation and are closely managed by their central banks, the economic engines driving them are fundamentally different. Both carry a relatively low numerical exchange value compared to the US dollar or the euro, but this is where the common ground ends and the roads split significantly. Vietnam has built its success on a foundation of diverse exports and strong international engagement. Iraq's wealth remains predominantly tied to a single volatile commodity, oil. Moving further into the decade, the future of the dinar rests squarely on the success of its domestic structural changes. The potential is vast, anchored by one of the world's largest oil reserves and the need for new development projects to create jobs and expand non-oil industries. If Iraq can achieve a period of sustained stability, political cooperation, and consistent policy implementation, the dinar could see a significant benefit. The ultimate measure of its strength will be its ability to become a trusted, stable store of value that is less dependent on the fluctuating price of crude. The Vietnamese Dong's trajectory will continue to be shaped by its economic production and deepening integration into world markets. Its challenge is not to start a new chapter, but to successfully evolve the current one, transitioning from a low-cost manufacturing base to a hub for higher skilled labor, and technology production. This maturation of the economy will be the next major test for the Dong, determining if it can maintain its stability and competitiveness as the country's economic profile rises and its development continues. Finally, public confidence acts as a silent but powerful force in both countries. In Iraq, citizens watch the dinar closely, hoping that a stronger currency will translate into improved living standards and national pride, a belief that helps support its value. In Vietnam, public confidence is sustained by visible, tangible progress, new infrastructure, bustling trade, and increasing opportunities. This visible economic improvement builds a strong foundation of trust in the Dong. A currency is ultimately a measure of a nation's strength and its capacity for future growth. And in this comparative analysis, one carries immense possibility while the other carries the proof of steady, successful development.